Okay, some people asked me to show how I set up a mineral lick, why I choose the locations I do. So I'm actually going to put my camera in June up on this tree. I'm going to trim this up a little bit, but I'm going to put the mineral lick right over here. Now this is usually a little bit more open than I like, but I am really hunting this area back in here. I've got some of my best stands in this location about 300 yards down here, and I don't want to get up in these woods. What I like about this spot, let me just show you some things that I look for. I've got, just like with the tree stand, I'm always thinking about how can I get in with the least amount of footprint or impact to the area. So obviously I can come right in here. Big wheat field right here that they're using. They're used to farmers and stuff cultivating this. I've got permission to walk it through this wheat field, so I'm gonna come through the wheat field, get down in the creek, and I'll be able to access this spot without any problem of leaving too much scent. What little scent I do leave around is right where they're used to getting it and not near their bedding. Major creek crossing here, but the biggest one's right back up here. I don't want to booger that up. I don't want to mess that up and change this pattern of these does. So I've backed off here about 40 yards, and I'm going to put my camera in this tree, and I'm going to set up my mineral lick over here under some cover or branches, so you know it don't get washed out too quickly from heavy rains. I expect most of the deer traffic coming through here. Why I picked this spot mainly though is because you can see that's facing the east, that's north. You get your best camera shots if you face your cameras to the north. I'm not going to put a camera up today. I'm going to wait till June or July. I'm going to get this site established and make sure it's being used. But this is where I'm going to put it in. So what I'm looking for, I look for an area that's close to where I believe the bucks are bedding, which I know they're bedding on this point over here. I look for an area that gives me a north view, a relatively open view, so you know there ain't a bunch of twigs and stuff moving it. Now there is a lot of grass here that might give me some false triggers. We'll have to deal with that. But I also look for an area that has easy access, and I look for an area that's not uncommon for them to encounter some scent, some human scent. So this is probably an ideal place to put a mineral lick to take inventory in the summer months. I'm going to be able to tell exactly what bucks are in this area, and I guarantee you once this gets established, any buck that is within 100 yards or so here and using this as their core area is going to hit this mineral lick at some point. If I find that it's all does in here, you know what, that tells me that I haven't got it in the right spot, because the bucks will tend to be a little bit different. But I know from hunting this before that the does mainly come from out of that way. So the major doe bedding area is that way. The major buck area is over here in this brushy stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy and get this in here. This is just one of the things, or some of the things I look for when setting up a mineral lick to take inventory. I will not hunt this spot. This is not a spot I would hunt. This is strictly putting this out in February, getting the deer used to using minerals. They start to use it about March, April, when the green stuff really starts coming on and their diet changes. And they'll hit this all the way up to August, September. So I'll get a good inventory of the bucks here.